at 5.
Whereas the party of the second part, which is who? Insofar as the aforementioned party... Aforementioned where? Oh, God. Come on, Gannon. Gannon. You gotta get out of here. You have got to get out of here. You gotta get some fresh air. Get your mind on more serious matters. Bo.
Hello, Nora.
Jason, it's Marty. Look, I just wanted to say that to the rest of the world, we may be slime, but we pulled it off. I mean, Kevin's giving partial custody of Duke to Leanne, and that's all that matters, right? Oh, I'm used to people thinking that I'm slime. How are you feeling? Hey, you gave the most incredible gift to Leanne, and she'll never know that's why you let her go. Is there anything else that I can do? Okay. Bye.
Marty,
I wasn't getting it on or anything with Jason.
No. I know that. I'm the one that heard your confession, remember? I mean, I don't agree with the methods, but I'm proud of you. Helping a friend, that takes a lot of guts.
Oh, yeah? And why am I so scared?
Oh. I hope I'm not interrupting a pastoral moment. You know, I hate to brag, but Renee is about to take a one-way trip up the river, darling. Of course, that means I'm going to have to console Dr. Mortimer Byrne, but that's all right. I've always been very good at consolation, haven't I? Would you like to see the way the necklace looks on me? It goes with my eyes. You'll appreciate this. I know they say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but emeralds are a nice second. Where's the necklace? Where is it?
Don't worry, Renee. We'll have these emeralds back where they belong in a few seconds.
Oh, sure, fine. Well, just bust in. What if the crook came back to the scene of the crime, huh?
Oh, now how likely would that be? Where is my necklace? Kane and I went to all that trouble to steal that damn thing. It's gotta be here. But it's not. Nobody knows about this safe. Except...
You know what I need?
What?
I need a doctor's bag.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I have to go back out to the car?
All right. I'm going back out to the car. And when I come back, I'm gonna make you forget Renee Buchanan ever existed. doctor's bag, he wanted me to get out of the room so he could steal my emeralds and give them to his precious Renee. Oh, what a stupid man. Doesn't he know that nobody crosses Alex Hesser and gets away with it? Especially not Dr. Mortimer Byrne. Come out, wherever you are, little crook.
Okay, fine. You made your point, all right? The crook didn't come back.
Well, then why did we? We went over this place with a fine-tooth comb yesterday. That's how we found that spur, but what more do you expect to find?
Look, whoever's trying to set up Renee did a lot more than just break into this place. They had to intercept the box that had her costume in it. They had to pull that spur out and plant it in this room, and then they had to get a hold of the pass key. Now, I'm just hoping that when they were busy planning these phony clues that they left some real evidence behind.
Like an open safe?
What?
Max, didn't you close this safe up last night?
I don't remember. I think I did.
Yes, I'm sure that you did, and Renee said that nobody's been in here since then. So how did this thing get open?
Ooh, this is getting weird.
No lie.
We better go over this place with a microscope. Come on, see if we can find anything.
All right. Right.
Any luck, you guys?
Well, not yet, Sweet Pea. Whoever walked off with Miss Romanoff's beautiful emerald necklace?
And tried to set you up, obviously knew what they were doing. Is it possible you reopened this safe? I mean, last night after Luna and I left?
No, I thought it was closed. But I'm so addled I wouldn't be able to remember if Kevin Costner slept here. No, I might be able to remember that. Is that the way you found that?
You're sure no one else has been in here since last night?
You know, most of my staff that worked on the Mardi Gras party last night are in today. I think we should question all of them. But we'd better hurry because some of them are going to be getting off work real soon.
Well, let's do it, partner.
Yeah, I guess we can come back here later.
Mission accomplished, Renee.
And so the oddest thought occurred to me, which is that I haven't actually visited the rectory since my daughter moved in here. And you know, it's really less dreary than I expected it would be. At any rate, I wanted to visit my two favorite newlyweds. The door was not locked. And should I have called first?
Well, you would have saved yourself a wasted visit if you had, and we weren't here. But you don't need an appointment. No one in the parish does.
So I see.
Do you two know each other?
Oh, yes, of course. We met when you were a mere child. How is your Aunt Kiki?
She's in Nepal. That's where she's living now. Eating lots of brown rice and searching for enlightenment, I suppose.
Poor Kiki. She'll always be searching for something. And you seem to have matured, even ripened.
Oh, I remember where we first met. It was a long time ago. You seemed old to me then. Gosh, when was that?
Well, anyway, Marty's going to be staying with us for a couple of days, and...
Yes, so Cassie was telling me about your guest. You know, it just seems like it's going to be a bit, if we don't say cramped, cozy, the three of you living here together in this very charming but rather tiny little rectory.
I have a phone call.
I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Hello, darling.
Mother, what are you doing here? I didn't expect to see you again this afternoon.
Well, actually, I had the feeling that our conversation was cut off, and I really wanted to talk to you further. Of course, if you're too busy with your husband and guest.
Why don't I make us some tea and then we can have our little chat?
Yes, darling, that would be lovely. So what the hell do you think you're doing here?
I'll get the cereal, honey.
Morning. You'll love this cereal.
Where'd you come from?
A different time when grains were kept whole for the natural hearty taste.
Great grains.
Toasted wheat, oats, and barley, kept whole, full of flavor.
Pecans, dates, raisins.
Enjoy it with the missus.
Thanks.
So this guy says that his wife left him because of some advice that she got on Luna's love line.
What, so he's suing the radio station under the premise that Luna is practicing psychiatry without a license? Has she ever claimed to be a doctor of any sort?
No.
Oh, well, then this guy is just filing what we call a nuisance suit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be sure to call this guy ASAP and tell him to take a hike.
Great. That really takes a load off my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to thank you for meeting me without an appointment or anything.
Well, that's no problem.
Yeah. That was really some party last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. I'm sorry you couldn't have stayed longer.
Well, yeah, but after you and I got interrupted.
Oh, I can't believe that a client of mine would bother me at a masquerade ball to talk about probate. I brushed her off as fast as I could, but you'd already gone.
Well, yeah, I wanted to check in on Clint. You know, he's moved into the country club for a while, and he's going through some tough times right now.
Well, I mean, I was if I couldn't find my own way up to my room. Is he all right?
Yeah, he was already asleep by the time I got up there. I thought about coming back to the party, and I thought maybe we should talk about that kiss. You know.
There's no need. I mean, it's no big deal, you know.
Well, for me neither. I didn't want you to get the wrong idea. You know, it's that kind of guy.
I hardly think you are. I'm not that kind of gal, you know.
No, of course you aren't. No, God, you know, I guess things are, strange things happen sometimes at parties. And...
Oh, I mean, it's not so strange. I mean, you know, to have just a harmless kiss among friends.
No, of course. See, that's my point exactly. I just didn't want some weird little moment like that to spoil our friendship.
Well, I mean, I won't let it if you won't let it.
Terrific.
Good.
Okay, I'll see you soon, huh?
Sure.
You hungry?
Boy, when you say soon, you mean soon. I'm ravenous.
You want to grab some lunch?
Yeah, I do. I really
Okay,
would.
good.
As a matter of fact, you know what? I have some ideas about Marty's alibi on Thanksgiving night.
So do I.
Oh,
yeah,
so
we
do
can compare notes. Yeah, I don't think she was really telling us this.
She never does.
For your information, Andrew and Cassie invited me to move in with them for a couple of days.
Oh, yes, while you're recuperating, isn't it? From one of your many, oh, so surprisingly unsuccessful suicide attempts. Your desperate cries for help, oh, please.
You really are the witch my aunt always said you were.
Your aunt would know a witch when she saw one. And so do I. So why don't you do us all a favor? Go upstairs and pack your bags. Now.
I have a luncheon date with a friend, Joanne. I'm out of here. I think I made too much tea.
Yeah, afraid so. And this phone call's going to take a lot longer than I thought. But I'll be in the office if you need me. See you later, Dorian.
Yes. Well, thank goodness he's gone.
Mother.
Well, I am kidding. For goodness sakes, Kathy. But I do have to talk to you right away.
I didn't think we had anything else to discuss. Unless, of course, you're here to tell me you're going to apologize to Vicky and Clint and Sloan about that horrible ugliness in Vermont. Tricking Clint into finding Vicky and Sloan together at the spa.
Cassie, life goes on. And while you are wasting your time and energy worrying about other people, things are going on in your very own home.
Mother, what are you talking about?
I am talking about the fact that your marriage happens to be in terrible danger.
I'm afraid our questioning was a little tough on a man his age. Marcus has worked for this hotel for so many years. I think his feelings were hurt, that I would even consider him a suspect.
Well, darling, the room was locked. And the lock was not tampered with, which means it was an inside job.
So you think I should consider all of my employees suspect?
Could have been anyone.
Well, I'll tell you, I have always treated people who work for me as if they were my family. Why somebody would suddenly turn against me, it just doesn't make sense. Come in.
You need to see me, Renee?
Oh, Jason, yes, please, come in. Thank you for stopping by. Please, sit down. Max and Luna have a couple questions they want to ask you.
About what?
Well, where were you last night and what were you doing?
Didn't you see me? I mean, maybe you thought I was dressing up as a waiter, but I was a waiter. I was serving the guests. I was, calling cabs for the guests that were plastered. I was basically cleaning up after people.
Were you in the palace all the time?
I was on my feet all night.
In the ballroom, or did you go anywhere else?
What do you mean, did I go catch a movie?
I mean, did you go anywhere else?
Where else would I have gone?
You tell me, Jason. I need an answer.
What the hell is this? Am I being accused of something?
As a smart shopper, I did some checking before choosing a yeast infection cure. My doctor says my Select 7 has the same full prescription strength medicine as Gynolotrimate, and it costs less. So my choice, my cure, is my Selects.
We took whole roasted almonds.
Covered them in pure milk chocolate.
And a thin candy shell to get...
Ta-da! New M&M's almond chocolate candies.
The milk chocolate melts in your mouth.
Not in your hand. Sorry, fellas, I'm new here.
We could spend all day here.
What if my diarrhea comes back?
You took my Moody Made.
I just asked you a question, Jason.
Yeah, well, I gave you an answer, okay? I told you I worked the party all night. You don't like that? That's your problem.
Look, Jason, we really want to trust you because we've got a really big problem here.
Yeah, but you're not going to tell me what it is, right? I mean, what's the idea? You round up all the suspects, and who's that in Lambview? Jason Webb? Well, forget it, man, because I told you I didn't do anything. And I'm not going to get griefed by a bunch of amateur detectives. I quit.
Jason, please, please. Look, no one is accusing you of anything. It's just that Max and Luna are talking to everybody who worked last night because they're trying to help me out. I have a little problem right now. I promise you, you are not being put on the spot. Please, you are one of my best employees. You are a friend. I really don't want to lose you.
Thanks. But, you know, I don't think that I've been doing a good job for you lately, so I think it would work out for everybody best if I kind of cut out.
What do you mean by that?
I've been thinking about leaving Lambview.
I hope that isn't true, Jason.
I gotta go.
Wound a little tight, isn't he?
I'll tell you this much. Jason is not the person we're looking for. I'm sure of that.
Hey.
Marty, hey. Looking good. I mean, wow.
thought you'd be a little more stressed out.
I was, but I'm feeling better now.
Strong enough to go with me to a major party tonight? We're talking the parents are out of town, a couple of kegs, wall-to-wall hunks.
Sounds great. But I think I'll pass.
How come? You got a better offer?
No.
So what's the problem? Your Aunt Kiki's in Ulaanbaatar.
Nepal.
Whatever. So nobody's waiting up for you tonight, right? Or are they? You got some hot guy I don't know about waiting at home for you?
Darling, your hand is shaking.
Why shouldn't it? You just told me that my marriage was, quote, in terrible danger, unquote. Of course, you didn't tell me why.
Can't you guess? Does the fact that Marty was in Andrew's arms when I walked in give you a clue?
What?
Honey, I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but that is what I saw.
Mother, wait a minute. You loved to bear bad tidings. Now, Marty Saybrook has been in a very fragile state since we brought her here from the hospital. She's very emotional. She reacts to the littlest things, and Andrew was probably just comforting her. Unless, of course, you saw more than a friendly hug.
Perhaps that was all that it was, but it still doesn't contradict my point.
Which is what?
Don't snap at me. I'm only telling you this for your own good.
Because you love me and you don't want to see me get hurt.
Marty Saybrook is nothing but trouble, pure and simple, and not so pure. And as good a man as Andrew is, he is still a man.
Okay, Mother, stop this. Enough, okay? Now, I love Andrew. And Andrew loves me. How dare you make me doubt my own husband?
I'm not. I'm sure that when Andrew hugs Marty, it's perfectly innocent. But how does it feel to Marty? And what if some night he's trying to console her? I mean, the flesh is weak. I mean, it could only be just a second.
Well, I can't believe how low you let your imagination go. Although I shouldn't be shocked after what you have done to Vicky. Seems that gutter you paddle around in hasn't got any bottom.
Cassie!
No, Mother, enough. You know, I think it's time for you to go.
You have totally misunderstood.
No, you have. Get out.
Alex.
Right here, my pet.
Said the spider to the fly.
Oh, is that what I look like? A spider?
A little. Lurking about in the shadows.
No, you called. I was just waiting for you. Perhaps this means you've had a change of heart. I was just thinking about the last time we made love and when we would make love again. In the next 5 years, the next 5 hours, the next 5 minutes on the tabletop.
Now, I suggest you take a cold shower. I only came back to say goodbye.
Oh, where are you going?
Out of your life. You think I'm stupid? I know exactly what you've done.
Said the fly to the spider. Well, let me tell you something, my little slimy friend. I know exactly what you've done, too. And, Mortimer, you are in very deep trouble. Do you know what happens to flies when they happen to get caught?
Max!
What? Ow! Ow! Ow!
What happened?
Ow! Ow!
What happened?
You yelled Max. That's what happened.
Oh.
Yelled Max. I got excited. I thought you found some. You know, when I get excited, I always get in trouble.
Poor little thing.
What were you yelling about?
Well, I found this glob of wax that I thought somebody had used to make a key impression, but it's a hunk of gum. You want any?
No.
We hadn't found any more about this mystery than we did yesterday.
Yeah, well, maybe we have.
What about the air shaft?
Well, we were starting to think that it had to be an inside job because the door was locked And no one could tamper the lock.
But now you really think it was an inside job, like through the air shaft?
Well, whoever stole the necklace could have wriggled their way up here. They could have kicked out the grate, crawled in, cracked the safe.
Well?
What is
The burglar could still be in there.
Lona, believe me, he's long gone by now.
Then why is the safe locked? Why is it closed?
We left this morning. We let that safe open, remember?
It's closed now. How did it get like that?
I'll tell you, Alex, I misjudged you. I always knew you were a thief, but I never knew you were careless. Yes, and it was very careless of you to try to implicate Renee in this dime store jewel heist of yours.
Mortimer, that emerald necklace is worth over $300,000, which I think is a fact you need to know, considering that you stole it from me.
Mm-hmm, yes.
The person who made you. Without me, you wouldn't have had the guts to steal anything from anybody. So tell me where my necklace is.
Oh, Alex. Alex, I'm sorry, but I had to do what I have done to clean up the mess you've made. So, have a nice life, Alex.
Oh, Mortimer, if you think this is finished, I've got news for you, pal. Your name is Mortimer, isn't it? Even though you're pretending to be Carlo, you know you don't have enough class to shine Carlo Hesser's shoes.
Oh, come on, Alex.
And I think that your enemies will find it very, very interesting when I tell them that you are not Carlo Hesser. You are not the great, terrible Carlo Hesser. You are just an Egyptologist with an attitude. And one more thing. Moose Mulligan is going to find this information very, very interesting.
You know, Alex, you seem to forget every time you try to use that threat that if Mulligan knows you conned him, you could very well end up dead.
I'll take my chances.
And so will I. I'm going to start living my life my way. I am Mortimer Byrne, and I am proud of it. Go on, Alex. Tell the whole world who I am. I don't give a damn. Oh, but don't get me wrong. I'm not ungrateful. It was very interesting learning to be Carlo Hesser, to pretend to be Carlo Hesser. Oh, I learned all about safe cracking, dancing, living on the wild side, sensuality to the nth degree. But you know the most important thing I learned, Alex? I learned that I can control my own destiny, which is what I'm going to go out and do right now. Goodbye, Alex.
I don't understand why you don't want to go tonight. I thought you were the original party animal.
Even I need a little downtime once in a while.
So fine. Party till you drop tonight and start your R&R tomorrow.
Oh, great.
What?
We gotta get out of here now.
Right. I haven't even ordered yet.
Don't turn around. The Bo and Nora just walked in.
The ones who gave me the 3rd degree about where you were Thanksgiving night? Are they following us?
Probably just bad luck. But every time they talk to us, they're gonna get closer to figuring out that I was lying to them. So let's go.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, Nora. And I think you know my friend Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
Miss Gannon.
Nora, I was gonna call you. Sheila Price, I heard from her today, and she said that the hospital is willing to give me one more chance.
So you can work off your community service.
You got it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Marty.
In fact, that's where I'm supposed to be now, and Joanne has a midterm, right? So if you'll excuse us.
Well, if you've got a second, there's some questions I'd like to ask you.
Well, I'd hate to be late my first day back on the job, but give us a call, okay?
No, not okay.
Relax. They'll be back.
Oh, they'll be back? They didn't look too anxious to stick around here, you know?
No, neither of them did. But you know what? Joanne left her purse.
Nora, we're unstoppable.
Wash, rinse, spin, dry, save at Sears Brand Central Laundry Days. We've got loads of savings on leading brand washers and dryers.
Well, like they say, we have to stop meeting like this.
Yeah. I think that we've got to talk about this.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Did I leave my purse here?
You know, I was wondering whose this was.
It's my mother's, actually.
Oh, well, she's got excellent taste in purses.
I guess. She picked it up in Europe somewhere.
Well, I knew she didn't get it at the Landview Mall. It's really lovely.
Thanks.
So does she travel a lot?
My parents travel all the time. You wouldn't believe it.
Really? Gosh, I wish I had enough money so I could just go to all the exotic places that I ever wanted to go, like China.
Oh, they've been there.
They
Lots
have?
of photos of the Great Wall.
Oh, wow. You know who else has been there? Marty's Aunt Kiki.
Has she?
Yeah, so, you know, with all that Chinese art she has. Yeah, you know, in her house, in that conservatory. You know that room that when you walk in, it's like right there on the left-hand side? It's just jam-packed with all those antiques and stuff. When I was helping Marty out with some legal work, I saw it. I couldn't believe how crammed it was with porcelains.
Yeah. Marty yanked me right out of that room.
She did?
She said I'd be like a bull in a china shop.
Oh, no.
I'm like, thanks for the compliment. But, listen, I really better get going. I do have this major exam tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye. I thought any second now you two are going to start swapping recipes or something.
Too much girl talk for you, Bo?
Oh, what, purses, antiques, and all you... What's the point of all of that?
The point is that now I know that Joanna's lying. She was never with Marty on Thanksgiving night.
Did your mother leave?
Yes. You're on the phone this whole time?
Yeah, the Johnsons.
Her drinking.
Yeah. He just wanted to talk, you know. Sometimes it helps to talk. Hint. It's a hint.
I'm okay.
Okay. If you're okay, I'm the Prince of Monaco.
Oh, I could believe that. All right. It's my mother. I mean, what is it with her? Why does she always have to be so mean, even when she really isn't trying
All right,
to
let
be?
me guess here. Does it have anything to do with Marty?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew Dorian wasn't going to leave that one alone. Okay, see, she came in at a time when Marty was very upset. I was comforting her, and that's all there was to it, you know. I mean, Marty's going through a lot. She's trying to work out a lot of stuff right now, and sometimes she gets scared, and sometimes I think she needs a comforting hug. You know, the same way anybody would.
Andrew, don't.
Don't what?
Don't explain yourself to me. I know there's nothing going on between you and Marty. I know that way down deep inside.
Okay.
I trust you completely.
Okay. Thanks.
And I always have. Well, once I start to let myself believe how much you loved me. And I always will.
Okay.
She says sometimes I get scared, too.
What do you get scared about?
I don't know if I deserve to have a man who is as kind and as wonderful as you. I guess it's just not on merit, though. I guess I just lucked out.
I am the lucky one here. Think we might get lucky tonight and make that baby, huh?
Sure be fun trying. Excuse me. Hello? Yes, this is Cassie Carpenter. Yes, I'm Herb Callison's daughter. What? Oh, my God.
Jason.
Carlotta let me in.
So, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I should have called first, but I'm kind of in a hurry. You see, last of the money I owe you. I wanted to thank you again for coming through for me, you know, when I needed this. And I don't know, I had nobody else to turn to when Leanne and me were on the run. And you were a good friend.
I was happy to help you. But you didn't have to return it so quickly. There was no rush.
Well, actually, there is. See, I'm leaving town, like, for good.
Beautiful is...
CoverGirl Long and Lush Mascara. The Lash Elongator brush takes lashes. The vitamin-enriched formula makes lashes. Lashes so long, never had it so lush. Long and Lush Mascara. CoverGirl, redefining beautiful.
Do you know what's changing? Today's pork. 31% less fat.
So where are you and Leanne going to be tying the knot? Oh, don't tell me one of those dreadful Las Vegas wedding chapels, you know, with Elvis impersonators as witnesses.
Leanne isn't going with me.
Well, then she's going to be meeting you somewhere.
The wedding is called off. We broke up.
Oh. But you were so much in love with her.
Yeah, well, things change.
So quickly?
Didn't I treat you the same way, Doria?
No. You were always very honest with me about the limits. But Leanne... So how did it happen?
It just did. I guess it wasn't in the cards for me and Leanne. That's all. And I don't know, I gotta move on, so goodbye, and thanks.
No, wait. Come on. Hey, I really don't want to pry. But you know how much you've meant to me. And I just hate the idea of you vanishing out of my life so suddenly. I know. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But... Hey, couldn't we at least have one final drink? You know, just for old time's sake.
Yeah, sure. All right.
You're right. That air shaft is definitely big enough for someone to crawl through.
So that's how they broke in without ever opening the door.
But what I don't understand is, why would the thief come back again to close the safe door?
It beats me. I mean, I'm at home with a certain level of weirdness, but this is even too strange for Luna Moody.
Wait, I'm gonna look at this again. I don't believe this.
Well, it just keeps getting stranger, doesn't it? This is why the thief came back. To put the necklace back in the safe.
I cannot believe this. What, they go to all the trouble to steal a priceless piece of jewelry? They take it home, it doesn't match their favorite outfit, so they bring it back?
What is going on here?
That necklace was mine. I deserved it. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some low-life worm steal it away from me. God, what a fool I was to think that Dr. Mortimer Byrne could be you, Carlo.
He's just an Egyptologist. He didn't appreciate my love. He lied to me. And then he sunk so low as to steal.
From me. I'm the one who taught him how to do everything.
I think it's time that Dr. Mortimer Byrne pay back his lack of professional courtesy. He's not going to have Renee or any other woman, because I'm going to squash him first. Hi, Kane. It's Alex. I need to see you at the Palace Hotel in an hour. I don't care what you're doing. Be there.
I don't get this. You have to explain it to me. Now, you can just shoot the breeze with Marty's friend for a while, talk about ladies' purses, Chinese vases. You can figure out she's lying?
Mm-hmm. Because there are no Chinese vases at Marty Saybrook's house. As a matter of fact, there's not even a conservatory. I made the whole thing up. But Joanne doesn't know I made the whole thing up. You see, Joanne was never at Marty's house. And if she wasn't at Marty's house on Thanksgiving night, then Marty's alibi is gone.
I think we have to have a talk with Miss Saybrook again. Right now.
Hi, is this the one you wanted?
Oh, it's fine. Just something warm.
Okay.
Is the car here?
Yeah, it's outside.
Okay.
Here you go.
You two going somewhere?
Oh, yeah, Marty Cassie is, yeah.
To Chicago. I just got word that my father's had a heart attack.
I'm sorry.
No, well, I spoke to the doctors, and they said probably everything's going to be fine, but he's asking for me, so I got to go.
Okay, well, good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marty.
Okay. All right, so.
I just realized that this is going to be our first night apart.
Yeah, call me selfish, but that was the first thing I thought about, too.
I miss you already.
Okay. Well, I'd ask you to stay, but you have to go, right?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
call you from Chicago
All
tonight,
right.
okay?
Okay, good. And listen, I promised Rhodey that I would play a set there, and so I'll run over and do that and then come back for your call, okay? And give her my best. Okay. And I love you.
Love you.
All right? Okay.
Did you know your mouthwash may contain over 18% alcohol? Until now, what was your choice?